Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Then it was not meant for you. It was meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to look at past, present, and future energies. We're going to get some clarifiers and then close up with an oracle. All right, past energy. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Current energies, again, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Moon. Future energies, we have the Lady and the Lord, and we have the Star. And then overall energy, we have the Five of Swords. So I just did the other reading, and the Four of Cups was right in the middle of that one too. So I feel like, and I did shuffle the cards before I did this reading. So we have this Four of Cups energy. So this seems to be kind of in this present energy right here. It seems to be, you know, this Four of Cups seems to be this present energy, and feeling that fog, feeling that heaviness around you. So in past energies, which to me can represent yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 10 years ago, whatever it represents for you. All right, we have the High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles. So that's about listening to that inner voice, being in touch with yourself, listening to yourself. If you're feeling red flags, right? If you're feeling red flags about a situation, or you're feeling something isn't right, that you're listening to that, right? And right here, especially with this Four of Pentacles, that there's somebody at the door and this person is like, no, like I'm rearranging my pentacles and I see you at the door, but I'm not going to let you in because I'm having this feeling that something's not right. Because I feel like in the past, you were listening to that inner voice and you were saying, you know what, I need to close the door. And this person can represent, it could represent a person, it could represent, you know, energies, it could represent, you know, your maybe negative thinking, whatever that person at that door represents for you, that you were listening to your inner voice and you're like, no, I need to shut that out. I need to stop that, right? I need to focus on me. I need to arrange my home. I need to focus on me, what's important to me. I'm feeling red flags about this person or this situation. Oh, excuse me. I have to get rid of that, right? And then here in the present energy, we have the Four of Cups and we have the Moon. And I feel like it's kind of carrying over to this present energy, is that you're still not sure about this person or this situation, right? Here the door was shut. Here the door is open, but I feel like you're still not feeling clear about a situation, right? Because we have the Moon, which is, you know, not being able to see clearly. Kind of things are foggy, not really sure. You're still thinking about whether or not you want to let this person back in, let this energy back in, change that energy around. So I feel like you're still kind of working through that energy, right? It's carrying over this past energy into the current energy. Over here for future energies, we have the Lord and the Lady, which is the Lovers, and we have the Star. So having that hope. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe this was a person that you were really questioning. Maybe it was a relationship that you were in. This could represent a friendship. This could represent a partnership, a family member, you know. Maybe it's even a work situation. There was something that you were closing the door on, that you were listening to, that you weren't feeling right about. Now you're kind of getting into that energy where you're thinking about it and processing it more. And I feel like here, this future energy is that you're able to work things out, that you're having hope, and that you're feeling more positive about the situation. And it definitely feels like a process that you're going through here, right? This evolution of this process of this situation, whatever that represents for you, is that you're going through that. And the future energy is that you will work your way through this. We have the Star card, which is Aquarius, so it could have to do with Aquarius. We have the Lovers card, which is Gemini, so it could be Gemini. We have the Moon card, which is Pisces, so it could be Pisces. So it could be any of those signs, possibly, or none of them. All right. And then we have the Five of Swords for overall energy. And he's kind of presenting, you know, it's like one person is presenting this to another person, the other person is listening and kind of figuring things out. So I kind of feel like just the way that's depicted is that communication, opening up those lines of communication to be able to work through the situation, right? Sometimes we get hurt really bad or something happens with someone and like we need that time to process. We're like, okay, I need to step away and I need to work through this and I need to process this first before I move forward. And I feel like that's a good thing because we don't want to have that automatic reaction because sometimes we can say or do things that we can't take back. And so it's like sometimes it's better just to step away and have that time to sort through how you're feeling. All right, we have the Ten of Cups. So it could be a relationship that you were working on, that things were going good, something happened, so you shut down, you closed yourself off, that you blocked all of that energy, you're taking that time to sort through it before you say anything, right? Which is a good thing. Relationship, so I definitely feel that it has to do with a relationship and a person that you're dealing with. And I feel that with the moon up there, I feel like that is that time and that process that you need to go through, that it's taking you time to get back to this Ten of Cups, right? To get back to that Ten of Cups energy. We have the Hierophant, which can represent Taurus, and it could represent a long-term relationship. It could represent that, you know, you're trying to get the relationship back to where it feels sturdy, where it feels like it's has more of a stable foundation, where it's something that you can rely on, and having that faith and the belief that you can work through this. It all has to do with your mindset, right? I feel like that's what you're trying to do here, is trying to figure out, how do I really feel about the situation, and what is it that I want to do with this situation, and where do I want to go from here? And I feel like this is where you are right now, is trying to struggle through that and figure out where you want to go with the relationship and what you want to do. And I've said in many of my readings is that you have to figure out how you feel first before you can move forward, because if you don't take that time, then you're just kind of going through the motions, and I personally feel like that creates more of a problem. So I feel like you really have to take that time to figure out how you're feeling. All right, we have the Lovers again. So it definitely has to do with a connection, a relationship, and working through that, and how do you feel, and working together as that partnership and two people becoming one. And I feel like maybe you're questioning that right now. Yeah. How funny is that? You're questioning that. That's kind of funny. I cracked myself up. So I feel like right now you're in that energy, okay, if I stay in the relationship and I work through it, how am I going to feel? How is that going to look? If I leave the relationship or I take some time apart, how is that look and how is that going to feel? And I feel like that's what you're kind of weighing through. That's what you're going back and forth with. We have the Magician, which is that with the infinity sign, which represents individual empowerment and everlasting love. And I feel like maybe this has gone on long enough where you're like, okay, I need to take control of the situation. I need to make an answer. You know, sometimes it's good to take that time to sort through things, but then sometimes if we let that go too long, then it almost creates yet another problem. So it's like, yes, take that time, sort through your feelings, right? Go through this Two of Swords, looking at all different sides of the situation, but then taking it under control and then moving forward, right? And making your decision on what it is that you want to do. Love that Knight of Pentacles, that slow, steady progress towards good, positive changes, right? It's slow progress, and if you decide that you want to work through this situation, whatever it is that happened, that it's going to take some time to build back that trust, right? It's going to take some time to get back to that Ten of Cups. It's going to take a lot of actions. It's going to take words and actions and, you know, seeing that the two of you can get back to this lovers connection, right? The World, I feel like having worked through this makes the relationship even stronger, because this is something that was difficult and that you were able to work through. But I also feel like it's feeling good about yourself because you took the situation under control and you took that time to sort through your feelings and looking at both sides And then you made that decision and you moved forward with that, right? We have the Death card, which is Scorpio. So I feel like you've let go, right? The Death card is about letting go of something that you were holding on to that is, you know, not helping you to move forward, to transform, to change, right? And I feel like what I was just saying here is being really proud of yourself for making these decisions and these choices and doing this hard work, because sometimes, a lot of times it's a lot easier to just sweep something underneath a rug and just not deal with it. And then it just gets to the point where it explodes, right? And it's like you have to deal with it. And it's a bigger mess than what it would have been if you just dealt with it in the first place. So I feel like it's you changing and looking at how you know, you can handle these things and how to handle these things, and that you want to, you know, not let things get swept under the rug, and that this also develops your relationship with your partnership, right? It makes this relationship stronger because you've been able to work through this situation. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, right? She's somebody that takes actions, that you take action on this situation, that you know, kind of like the Magician here, where he has his hands around the wands and the cups and the pentacles and the swords. I feel like it's taking things under control. Like, instead of having the situation take control of you and your partner and it just snowballs into its own mess, that you take control of the situation, that you figure out, again, how you feel, what you want to do, and then you take action on that to move forward. All right, so let's get an animal oracle card. But I feel like this is where you are right now. You know, you're kind of stepping away, you're sorting through things, you're figuring out, it feels a little cloudy, you're thinking about the relationship and what you want to do, and then you make your choice, and then you move forward. All right. Animal oracle to close out the reading. Oh, there we go. This one just fell out. We have lizard spirit. Dream the world into being, right? Dream the world into being. What is it that you want? Again, figuring out what you want first, right? Thinking about that, figuring that out, and then taking the actions to make it happen. For whatever, taking the actions to make it happen for whatever works best for you. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.